Antibiotic use in U.S. farm animals was falling. Now it's not. That's a big ask, but there's evidence that it's possible. The European Medicines Agency announced last month that, between 2011 and 2020, farmers in the European Union cut antibiotic use by 43%. The bloc outlawed growth promoters in 2005 and is set to enact a ban next year on giving antibiotics to livestock to prevent future infections. That would restrict European farms to only using antibiotics to treat sick animals, the way we use antibiotics in people, and, according to researchers, the only way that balances the benefit of a cure against the risk of provoking resistance. Cutting use on U.S. farms down to that stringent EU standard is a long-sought goal, but given the new FDA data, it may be out of reach. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Maybe a little context is in order. It's been clear since the 1940s that resistance, which, broadly speaking, describes mutations that allow pathogens to diffuse drugs' attacks on them, arises whenever antibiotics are used. It's evolution in action. If you expose an organism to something potentially lethal, but you don't kill it outright, it can develop defenses to protect itself the next time. Resistant bacteria have gotten very good at defending themselves. Each year, they kill an estimated 700,000 people around the globe, according to the World Bank, a number that has been predicted to rise to 10 million by 2050. Estimates of annual U.S. deaths range from almost 49,000 people to more than 162,000, plus 2.8 million non-lethal infections. The World Health Organization's most recent global report identifies approximately 3 million infections per year globally, but that is considered a vast undercount, as it includes only 70 nations whose surveillance systems are up to the task. Even during the COVID pandemic, the WHO called resistance one of the biggest threats to global health, food security, and development worldwide. Because the volume of antibiotics given to farm animals outstrips what is used in humans, that makes agriculture a petri dish for breeding resistant bacteria. Hundreds of studies have shown a clear connection. Those bomb-proof pathogens harm livestock, cut into farm productivity, and sicken people, crossing to us via meat and manure, and through the environment. It's also clear that when farmers stop using so many antibiotics, the incidence of resistant bacteria diminishes. In just one example, the Canadian government mandated cuts in farm antibiotic use in 2014, and by 2019 resistant food-borne bacteria dropped by 38%. The connection between farm antibiotic use and human illness was established in the 1970s, and for just about that long, the FDA attempted unsuccessfully to control the practice. Its first bold attempt in 1977, when it tried to take away pharma companies' licenses to make farm antibiotics, was foiled by members of Congress from agricultural states who threatened to retaliate by holding up the agency's entire budget. Finally, in 2015, the Obama White House created a national strategy for combating antibiotic-resistant bacteria, including in agriculture. And on January 3, 2017, 2 weeks before Obama left office, the FDA locked in its prohibition on growth promoters in a rule titled Guidance for Industry No. 213. That rule made growth-promoting doses illegal and required that any other antibiotic use be approved by a veterinarian. But it left big holes in controlling farm antibiotic use. The rule allowed some to be purchased over the counter, didn't set any limits on how long drugs could be used, and permitted routine preventive use to dose entire flocks or herds.